ladies and gentlemen, we're late, we're live, and we're here in sound waves. Not living colour, but sound waves. I am Nathan Goff. Opposite me for another week. I can't get rid of the bastard. It truly is the man that will not fuck off. Matthew Burns.
So you've actually just decided to give me the nickname?
No, I actually said the man that will not fuck off, not the man that can't fuck off.
Ah. So it's more my choice. Okay, I accept that.
The man that can't fuck off has fucked off for the last 6 weeks.
It seems like he's the man that's here now and again.
Muttley's here more often at the moment. Our good old snickering dog over in the corner.
Yeah. The sound guy.
My apologies for the episode being late. This is my fault. I've actually been playing in a tournament up until about an hour ago. So we left the tournament, we came straight back to HQ. We've sat down. Matt Burns has had to nurse his cold back, because his voice is going. Fucking sounds like he's had 40 a day and he hasn't touched one in his life. You can take the 40 a day as women or fags, whichever one you think. Both of me he's never touched in his life. One of them kills you quickly, the other one kills you slowly. Take your pick which one does which.
No comment to that.
So, professional wrestling this week.
Highs and lows. What do you think, in general?
I haven't had that much chance to actually catch up with wrestling this week. I've actually practiced for this tournament. That's took up a lot of time. Because I wanted to go in and not make myself look like a dickhead. Which is quite easily done when I'm wearing a pink hat.
Yep.
As everyone knows what I like to call the hat, but I won't use the name because otherwise Matt Burns will have a snatch moment.
Just don't.
Going well. It's all
It's
going
well.
And
now we are fucked.
But no, I haven't had a chance to watch wrestling that much this week. So we'll do a double cover next week of what's happening.
Well,
so I'm going to have a binge day tomorrow.
It's been not too bad, but it's not been fantastic. Because they've finally had,
I've heard the League of Nations has arrived about 6 years too late.
Pretty much. And somehow the New Day have got involved in it. But
Well, it is. Kofi's from Ghana, West Africa. Should you not forget?
True, but the other two members are American.
Are they?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they've never announced Big E is from America.
Where do you think he's from?
Well, they can put him from wherever they want. This is WWE. If Vince says that man's from Africa, that man is from Africa.
If that guy's Serbian, he's Serbian. I'm gonna make that bitch Italian.
See that bitch over... You see that Russian over there? Well, that some bitch is becoming Italian.
Give me 5 male cheerleaders and I'll make them look fucking gay.
You're not Americans. One of them became an American.
That they did.
Chavo Guerrero became Kerwin White.
Oh.
If Vince McMahon says you're changing nationalities...
Whoa.
You are changing nationalities.
You had to bring that up.
Lorna's a fucking Russian. With an American accent.
She's not American though. She's Canadian. I think you'll find that wrong. I think she's Canadian.
You're the one with the phone in your hand. Use that thing we like to call the internet and prove me right.
I thought you were going to copy a certain person whose name we cannot mention. But I'm not going to mention it. I'm not going to mention it because we don't want to have Vince jumping on and saying, God damn it, don't mention his name!
Voldemort?
Well, it kind of is like Voldemort.
He who shall not
It'll be named, pretty much.
Shane McMahon?
No, it's the guy who keeps getting mistaken for Stevie Richards. Or, where Randy Orton found the title at SummerSlam.
Don't know. That must have been erased from my memory at night.
Somehow.
don't remember anyone wrestling in the main event of WrestleMania 20. Apart from Triple H and Shawn Michaels, who put on a stellar match.
Stellar match, but unfortunately the back went missing.
And Backlash, they put on a brilliant one-on-one match, non-title.
Yeah.
It's a masterclass. Absolute wrestling masterclass.
And
it was that good. Shawn Michaels took a triple German suplex. Without Triple H even being in the ring.
It brings a whole new terminology of wrestling, you know. Were they trying to imitate Ric Flair?
Shawn Michaels had a 5-star match with himself. As Danny Devine's song likes to go, he likes to touch himself. Oh, good old friend, the metrosexual.
Oh, good lord.
Actually, my first rant of the day.
Go on.
So, last week we went to FCW.
Yes.
And I'm about to borrow Damien Sandow. We sat with the uneducated masses.
Oh, I know exactly where this is going already.
And some fans decided to chant to Danny Devine, you're just a Tyler Breeze wannabe.
You're just a Tyler Breeze wannabe. And the irony of it is, what I found and as soon as he mentioned it, I started laughing. And what made it more funny is the fact of, how long has Tyler had the gimmick?
18 months to 2 years.
And Danny Devine been wrestling how long?
Longer than that.
Yeah, and he's been using that gimmick for since he started. So I'm pretty sure, if anybody was copying anybody, I think Danny Devine could possibly argue.
Yeah. And it's a shame because he does the gimmick so well.
Yeah. He's got the entrance down to a T. To an absolute T. Fantastic. And it's like, really? Come on.
Decent ring entrance music as well. It's very addictive.
Yes, seeing as you keep reminding everybody. Put that away, sound guy. And stop touching yourself.
But we went to FCW last week. Decent show.
That it was. However, I saw every guy in the building when the metrosexual went for a certain move that involved his dice. Oh. All you heard was count them.
What's cooler than being cool? Because he would have needed that.
Oh.
He would have needed some ice.
That he would.
Have I heard right on the old grapevine that a certain person is actually making an appearance in a said Royal Rumble?
For FCW.
Yeah.
There is a possibility, yes. However, it all depends on if the stars align and the moon is ready. Sorry, that sounded like Ultimate Warrior, didn't it? Start shaking ropes.
There was more things gyrating than I cared to envisage.
Really?
I feel sorry for our sound guy because that is now an image that he's got to, go to sleep with later.
Stop touching yourself as well. Anyway, the point being is there is a big, massive possibility I'll be there, and it's going to be nice, it's going to be interesting. The only question is who's going to be joining you in throwing abuse? I just realised you're going to be throwing the abuse at me.
Yep. Bum, 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 bum.
Nothing new here.
Let's go, Sonya. Fuck 'em up, Sonya. Fuck 'em up. We could always bring Michelle McManus for you as well.
Right, no. No.
But the overall call was good, some good matches. Clark in singles action again. Mark Clark wrestling 2 matches.
I know how much you love their entrance.
This is the only time I could be half happy that the sound was half broken.
Wasn't it more funny was at the start with... Oh, God, I haven't... Did I... Oh, no. It was just hilarious. You got everybody in the mic, and all of a sudden, we've got foreigner start singing, then national anthem, and then the mic cuts off. Hey!
Sensational Saul Adams. Gets better every time I see him.
You're thinking beast, aren't you?
I'm expecting like a Goldberg sort of run.
He's built like a brick house.
Yeah.
It's like one too. Yeah.
He might run through you next month.
He has done before. He has done.
Have you ever wanted to see Matt Burns go upside down and inside out? Well, you might get to see it next month.
Did you speak then? Why is it that I can't hear him but you can?
Because I'm sitting opposite him.
I'm right next to him. How the hell? I'm closer.
I know, but you're looking this way. Right, so we'll go on with the topic. We wanted to cover some of the greatest feuds that have changed the course of wrestling.
We'll bring, technically, the topic idea thing is something that we're sort of bringing in, isn't it? We sort of decided to make a change to the podcast. We'll have a different subject each week, and, some topics may require multiple weeks or, months, years, or may require us to come back to them.
Some topics never disappear, like Matt Burns' favourite dog kennel match.
Get lost. That didn't happen.
I have video footage that says otherwise.
It didn't happen.
So we're going to cover the subject of...
Get your words out.
We're going to cover the subject of feuds that have changed wrestling history.
Alright. Do you want to start us off?
Well, I'm going to only cover things from my lifetime as a wrestling fan. So things I've actually watched unfold. Because it'd be unfair for me to talk about Lawler, Kaufman, Steamboat Savage.
True. But that is still something that we can still come back to.
That's something you can talk about because you've been around the earth since dinosaurs were here.
No, I haven't. That's the thing. I haven't. But with me becoming a wrestler, I've had to do my homework. Do my groundwork. See where the wrestling journey has been, where it's come from, where it is, and where it's possibly going. Because you always have to pay homage to the past. Which you do. Would you agree or not?
Yeah, I just think it's unfair for me to talk about things that I haven't seen properly unfold.
That you haven't actually witnessed yourself.
Yeah. So, as much as we joke about it, I'm going to cover a horrible one first that changed the way that wrestling is viewed, and that is, and I hate to say this, the Hardcore Championship. Crash Holly's feud with the Hardcore Championship. It turned the hardcore wrestling into a joke.
Yeah. Which is why it most likely it did change the industry, because if you think about it, where's the hardcore title now?
Let me tell you, the last person to hold the hardcore
Don't you dare say
championship
you.
was Edge.
No? No. It wasn't Edge. I believe it was RVD. And then they had the belt encased and passed to McFoley.
Who then gave it to Edge during their feud for One Night Stand.
But the actual last holder was RVD.
No. If you want to go on a technicality.
Technicality.
Yeah, because you love your technicalities.
However, Speaking of which, I just need to get this off my chest right now, and it's to do with your prediction league. You've got your clean win.
Yes. Yes.
You've got your clean
Yes.
win. How's that for you?
I am 2-1.
Twat.
Pon.
Twat.
Pon.
Twat.
Pon.
Twat.
Pon.
Twat.
Pon.
Twat.
What?
Twat.
What?
You won. There you go.
Oh, sound guy letting Mr. Burns know exactly what he feels about him at this moment in time. He does not look happy. I feel sorry for you after. Just you wait till he asks you later. Have you ever been borrowed before, Motley? But no, so...
The bully may come back.
But no, so Edge was the last person to technically hold the Hardcore Championship. I know what you mean by winning it cleanly.
No. We'll give that off. You were right. I'll put my hand up. I did. It must have slipped my mind. I'll put my hand up and say, correct, spot on. As soon as you mentioned it, my brain just sort of went, whoop, and rewind mode, and lo and behold, it appeared.
Which annoyed me because it sort of took a shit on what ECW was when they started cartoonising hardcore wrestling.
Yeah. But
Like, don't get me wrong, Crash Holly's hardcore title things are some of the funniest things I like to re-watch.
oh, you mean
But
like
it
the
makes-
referees doing pens in bedrooms?
I'm more thinking the car park attendant who chucks in the boot of a car.
Or what about when Raven almost was it Raven or Kane almost got run over by Big Show?
At WrestleMania.
Yeah.
What else was there? When Reno sees himself through Jolly.
Which that was blood. It had some funny moments.
The hardcore wrestling when the hardcore title was towards its end of its
It wasn't.
longevity. It was like watching the Looney Tunes but with adults.
All you had to do was just have the music, the Lenny Henry, what is it?
Benny Hill.
That's it, Benny Hill. That's what you had to add. Do you agree? That's all you had to add and just speed it up. And that was it. But anyway, now that you got that one off your chest,
A first good feud would be Bret Hart and Owen Hart.
which does have one mess up by accident during a interview with Owen when Bret had a leg injury. Do you remember this interview?
No.
Do you know? Look it up. It's probably on Botchamania and whatnot. It's basically Bret Owen decided, got angry, got sick and tired of Bret, and kicked him in the leg. And during this interview, he's like, "You're so damn selfish. Why do you always have to do it? And that's why I kicked your leg out your leg." He had a bit of a shed moments, but other than that, the actual feud itself was fantastic. What was so good about that feud, I think, is they knew each other so well. They wrestled clinic, and they had similar finishes as well,
Yeah.
which they knew how to counter into on each other at any given moment. And it also brought a nice little, an interesting thing with the fact of, because there was that when Bret won the Royal Rumble with Lex, both of them had to wrestle twice, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, technically, Yoko had to wrestle twice, but Lex didn't. He got his first shot. But Bret had to wrestle his brother.
Yeah.
And had the possibility of not maybe having to wrestle twice. Yoko won, so then he had to win. So he ended up having the match against Bret, which
But
what was
Bret
so
lost against him.
what was so interesting about that, and they actually picked up on it, is start of the night, Owen had beaten Bret.
Yeah.
But at the end of the night, Bret had beaten Yokozuna for the main belt.
So Sean Taylor had been the number 1 contender.
Boom. Straight away. Because technically Owen has got a massive claim to become, to fight for it, which they ended up doing. They did end up doing. But every time them pair wrestled each other, there was something special.
Yeah, it was always going to be special when you both up together.
Yeah, but it wasn't just that. I think what made it so interesting is Bret he was more technical driven.
Yeah.
Where Owen, he wasn't just doing the technical. He was going, to Japan, England. He was literally studying all, everything in wrestling. He didn't want to just be one style. He was sort of becoming almost like the, what some might say, the jack of all trades.
So that was that sort of view that I like to cover. What about yours? One of yours to begin with.
A good one for me has to be, and this is one I've literally looked up recently, and I looked it up because it was more so to do with the NWA days. This one is, and it involves Ric Flair.
Does it involve the American Dream, baby?
It does. What is so good about this feud? Straight off.
So I've dined with kings and queens, and I have had pork and beans.
And the good thing about it is, that's who he aimed the promo at. He's aiming at Ric Flair. Where he lets you go in, my hand is reaching your hand. Talk about hard times. That promo.
Matt Burns doesn't know about hard times.
Really?
He knows about floppy times.
Really? Point being is, what was so amazing about this is, in the start, Flair actually idolised Dusty. And it was sort of, with Flair coming in, it was like, the old school and the new school coming against each other. You got this young stallion trying to go up against a stallion that's trying to keep going, pushing further. But what was so genius about it is, look at the characters. Straight off. Ric Flair.
Both polarising characters. Both really polarising characters. Both trendsetters in their own ways.
Exactly.
The thing is, with the 80s, you had to be larger than life to connect with your audience. If you weren't larger than life, because they didn't have the outlets that they've got today, you can't, trend worldwide by, sitting on your ass anymore. Well, if we tried really hard, we could probably get Matt Burns trending worldwide by you sitting on your ass. But back in the 80s, you had to wrestle, and promos.
Get possible injuries, still wrestle.
Wrestle 365 days a year and twice on a Sunday.
Pretty
as
much.
Ric Flair used to say.
Which in some cases has been true. But what was so good, and I think what got this over with the fans so much is, you've got, like with you saying polar opposites. You got Ric Flair. Would you mention as
Ric Flair was like the man that everyone thought they wanted to be. Had loads of money, jet stealing, wheeler dealing, kiss stealing, son of a gun. Limousine riding, jet flying, wheeler dealing, son of a bitch, rolling God's green earth. If there's a Rolex inside, he'd have 2 women on each arm. He'd have 3 limos.
Exactly.
He'd turn up, and this is what Arn Anderson said on the Dusty Rhodes show. Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes would turn up an hour before you were supposed to be at the building, and they'd be as pissed up to sin. But come time, they were both sober, ready to put on an hour match.
They were always ready. And the good thing about it is, straight on the opposite side, you got Dusty Rhodes, who was the common man, son of a plumber. You know, the guy who everybody was. You know, as he stated, as you can see, is he a small guy?
No, he isn't. But
the man can move.
He was the first real person that people could connect to and go, I'm more like him than anyone else, because he was just the common man.
Yeah, and he was.
He was living the American dream. He was doing what he wanted to do for a living, making money and travelling.
And providing for his family.
What wasn't noticed by the public, he was living the same sort of lifestyle as Ric Flair. He was spending money like it was going out of fashion. If Ric Flair bought a jet, fucking Dusty Rhodes would have bought the airport with the jet.
With the jet, but the point being is, not many people knew that. But the way it looks, the characters was, and the good thing about them is, with them pair against each other, the funny thing about it with them pair is, them pair didn't need to touch each other until the match.
No.
Why?
That's why a lot of things go wrong in wrestling today, because they give a load of stuff away on free television.
Yeah, them pair sold butts and seats with just a mic. Just a mic. Dusty speaks. You know, he basically calls them in. You know, he's like, he's calling his fans to come in. Come watch him. Come watch him. You know, supporting everything. And you got Flair cutting his promos. You wanted to be there to see him get his arse kicked by the common man.
It was really different, and in a way it was good, and in a way it was bad. So let's move on to the next feuds that changed years. Just bear with us while the sound guy is there. Cena gives more merch than he sells.
Cena's worse than Flair.
Cena's going to break Flair's record soon, sound guy.
Which is going to be upsetting. And as much as you can turn around and say that, one thing you can say with Cena is he's always doing Make-A-Wish foundations. Which he was.
Cena's done more for wrestling than people get to give him credit for.
Yeah.
Name me another person that's carried wrestling on his back for 13 years.
And done over 100, was it 1,000, 2,000 wishes? Rock, Mick Foley, and Triple H and Austin aren't even touching Cena's.
No. John Cena's main evented, most polarising figure. People, when they had the anti-Cena merch, they were making more money than they could, bat at.
Yeah, but the point being is, the man, regardless of if you want cheering, boom or whatever, he's still putting butts in seats.
If you've got 10,000 people and half of them want to shout "Let's go Cena" and half of them want to go "Cena sucks," it doesn't matter. There's 10,000 people there to tell John Cena exactly what they think about him.
Exactly, and in one hand, you got fans paying there to see him become the victim and everything, but then on the opposite hand, you've got the fans who are paying to see him get his arse kicked.
Wrestling's about reaction. Doesn't matter how you get your reaction, as long as you get one.
Can't say it better than myself.
So let's go on to my next feud. Obviously, this one's going to be a shorter episode, just due to time constraints. It's what I like to call
getting almost past the midnight oil.
Yeah, it's nearly 20 past 11 UK time. We usually start about 9, half 9, not kick in for 10 to 11. But as I said, that's my fault due to Pool. We want to get something out.
Yeah.
So the next feud that changed history. So let's go for interim. I'm going to go to ECW and I'm going to go Raven.
Oh, Sandman. I take it.
Which is, I always get confused. Was it Sandman he crucified or Tommy
Sandman?
Because both feuds were good.
Right.
Tommy Dreamer
Raven, was the.
Where,
thank you, may I have another?
Was that with Raven?
That was Tommy Dreamer and Raven.
Because there's one where he actually beds Buell and
Yeah.
McGillicuddy right at the end of the show.
Yes, that would be Tommy Dreamer. That was. And the Sandman incident was... The crucifixion was Sandman. Because the irony of it about it is, somebody was actually there at the show.
Yeah, and this is why this changed history.
Yeah.
If Paul Heyman had told Raven not to crucify the Sandman, you would have seen an Olympic gold medalist in ECW.
Debuting in ECW instead of waiting a bit longer and going to WWE. Kurt Angle. And not many people know that. Not many people know that, but
and that's why that feud changed.
You know about the crucifixion, and what was also so scary about it was what the reason why they had the feud. The fact that he got Sandman's son. That was...
Hadn't been done before. Paul Heyman always wanted to put on television that made you wonder where they draw the line.
Ooh.
And if you watch some of the stuff on Tally, you'll see that he did... the line was very blurry in that sense.
Very blurry. If I recall, during one event, they actually had the network pull the plug. And you know what angle that was? The Tommy Dreamer, supposedly with his girlfriend Beulah, and she'd been supposedly cheating. Do you know about this? No, I take it no.
Bear in mind, ECW wasn't readily available when you're about 10 years old.
It wasn't, but all I'll say to you is this. Oh, good Lord. When that feud got mentioned, brought out, I'm pretty sure that near enough every network just went, yeah, hit the button. Because they decided to find out that Beulah had been cheating. But the feud was between Tommy Dreamer and Shane Douglas. And Dreamer thought Douglas had been shagging his missus. And it wasn't. It was Douglas's valet. So basically, Beulah being a bisexual.
Happy days.
And
Gruesome it is.
What was so funny is Tommy Dreamer grabs them both. I'll take them both.
Had a boy Tommy. So why I want to say that the Raven feuds, them two Raven feuds in particular, because they brought a different sort of mind setting towards how wrestling feuds were written. It showed you a new level that you could go towards, and it actually set the boundaries for feuds down the line with Eddie and Ray and
the psychology.
Yeah, it showed you how far people were willing to let you to go before they went, no, that's a little bit uncomfortable. We'll
yeah.
That's where you can draw the line.
That's it, done. We've had enough.
So, and it was just also like Raven. Anything Raven did with a microphone, very underrated on a microphone. Probably one of the top 5 people actually cutting a promo.
It wasn't the fact of... what was so good about it is, he pulls you in, he plays with people's minds. And the way he almost manipulates people into liking him. And if you notice now, he is actually now looked upon at times as a hero of sorts. But the question is was he drinking Paul Heyman's Kool-Aid, or was he just assisting in people drinking, helping Paul Heyman get the others to drink the Kool-Aid? Because the way he was, the man knew how to talk. He could put,
anyone who went TCW at one point or other drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
If you're a part of that locker room,
you drank it.
Tommy Dreamer went on air. I think it was with Sam Roberts' radio in America, and he said that if ECW had succeeded, he had the most to gain besides Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
But because it failed, he had the second most to lose.
What's irony of it? Recently, Tommy Dreamer was on WWE. He's back on WWE now.
Yeah, he's there till January.
Yes, which is quite interesting. Anyway, moving on. One feud that comes to mind, and it's a feud that everyone's going to sort of see coming straight off the bat. Austin Vince.
I thought you were about to say Vince and God.
No. Austin and Vince. Straight away, you can clearly see why that one changed the industry. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Because straight off the bat, what was so interesting is, was Austin a nice guy?
No, Austin was what every person wanted to be. Every person wanted to tell the boss to go fuck themselves. At one point or another, we've all wanted to tell our boss to go fuck ourselves. Probably more than like twice a day. But everyone wants to go tell the boss to go fuck themselves. I had the privilege of telling my boss, Matt Beers, to go fuck himself after we did the merchandise.
I did not hire you.
You paid me.
I did not pay you. I did not pay you. You did not sign a contract.
I've got the contract.
I'd like to know how.
I have my ways.
Please.
Resources.
Really? I'd like to see how you get my signature on it. Shut up, sound guy.
But no, so it's interesting. So you've got the boss, Vince McMahon, on-screen character after just screwing Brett. Hottest thing in wrestling.
Oh.
Caught lightning in a bottle.
Definitely, especially with the Brett. Screwed Brett.
First time an authority figure's been done in wrestling. Feels new. Feels fresh. You don't know how far he can go. Always doing little things, you know. When you thought he couldn't stoop any lower, he'd find a way to stoop lower. Ministry of Darkness, the higher power. Vince. It was me, Austin.
It was me all along. And the fact that you got, you know, it involved his own family. But that feud was brilliant in the sense of every person who watched wanted to be Austin to have that chance.
Well, if you think about how many people tuned into Raw for the main event, when the first time they announced that they were going to do
Vince versus Austin.
Yeah,
if I recall, wasn't that one of the Raw episodes that actually outbeat WCW Nitro?
It was. It outperformed Nitro. And like Mick Foley winning the title, people wanted to see it.
And I still think a certain commentator for WCW is kicking himself for saying a certain line. Do you remember what the line was?
Mick Foley wins the WWF title tonight because that'll put the butts in the seats.
Ooh, and dear. It did. And it did. Well done. You just give free publicity. Idiots. As much as you can turn on and say, oh, we give the results, we do this. The problem with that is, if you say something very interesting with them results, I don't care, whatever. Regardless if anything's been spoiled. If something is interesting that stands out in it, what's the first thing they're going to do? Switch over just to see how it happens. Would you agree?
Yeah.
But anyway, back to where we were. On to Austin and McMahon. And I think what was it was massively surprising because how long it went. And it didn't just bring, you know, regardless of if it was McMahon versus Austin, that one feud had Austin fighting not just Vince McMahon himself, it brought The Rock, Big Show,
Dude
Love,
Triple H,
Mick Foley, Triple H,
Undertaker, Kane,
oof, and many, many more.
It showed McMahon would like abuse his power.
What was also so funny is the fact that he was abusing the power, but then he was also trying to take, he was sort of trying to take over the whole wrestling. Like he had his chosen champion. He had to have his
the
guy.
Corporate champion.
Exactly. Which is kind of looking similar at the moment, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, with Sheamus. So
Instead of the corporate champion, the authority champion.
So that's that. So what I want to do is we'll come back with another 2 feuds next week. I think that's going to be a nice point just to wrap this one up because it's a quick episode. Just so we can touch base. I won't be here next week. I'm doing a charity event. So unless we somehow put something out on the Sunday, which is a possibility, but it all depends on John Kelsey's availability. If he can do the Saturday, him and Matt Burns will be here. I'm doing a charity event for Friends for Ellen. Remember?
Who knows? If not, I could always try to grab the sound guy.
Remember, just if you're interested in donating, give me a call. Next week, if any of you want to watch another Days of High Quality Pool, Thursday I'm down at Players in Newcastle, playing in the Europa League event that they've got there. Hopefully win a couple more matches like I did today. Matt Burns enjoyed watching me smash balls in. I'm now absolutely knackered because I've been up since the crack of dawn this morning.
Hey. I will put me out and say, regardless, anybody can turn around and say, oh, he's just knocking some pool balls around the table. I'm sorry, but it's not just that. It's not just that. You are having to aim, precision, using mental focus. And if your mind's, if you're tired, if your mind's not set,
it's not also just that. It's like I do it without my glasses, and I need my glasses normally an everyday thing, and I still somehow manage to play without my glasses. And people moan, going, "You should wear them." And I'm like, "Well, there's no point if I can't fucking see over the top of the bastard things." So it takes more concentration because you're having to squint at the ball, and sometimes it goes like a worm. It pulls in, pulls out, pulls in, pulls out. As our sound guy noted earlier, he watched me try to roll one ball in from about 6 foot up the table, and it went.
I'm pretty sure he was thinking of Jim Cornette on a few. No, your opponent was thinking Jim Cornette on a few of his shots. Oh, for God's sake, schoolboy, roll up! Let's get the fuck out of there.
There was one. I didn't want to go for the safety because I didn't think I'd get one of the balls out, so I knocked the ball out so I could get at the rest of him, and I gave him a shot. And his words to me, and this is no words of a lie, going, "Can't you just fucking finish me?"
Finish me.
He's there going, "You've got 3 of the pockets now," and his balls were all by the pockets I'd had. And he's just like, "Just fucking finish me, mate." I'm like, "Well, I want a clean shot at it." Then you get me a clean shot at it, and I duly obliged and finished him.
Which, unfortunately, you couldn't, with me and the sound guy, we couldn't exactly just go, finish him!
Well, you might as well, because he was talking to the rest of the competitors today. He was talking some crap.
But then again, I think he was... You know about the sound guy, or you know about the player?
The player.
But then again, by the time we got there, we noticed he was drinking quite a few berries. Quite quickly. And the sound guy was standing there looking at me saying, "Can I have a drink off?" He's like, "Then speak then. Tell me what you want." And he didn't dare.
So that's my schedule for this week. I've got Europa League. I've got a 48-hour charity event, and then that's my schedule. And I'm back at work. Mr. No Days Off. No days off.
The one thing I will say is are you actually going to be putting up a give page?
We will be doing a give page. It'll either go up before the event or once we've done the event. We might just ask people if they can make donations once we've done it, because
so you're not quite sure yet. Regardless of it, once we acquired the link, it will be going on to the Facebook page and Twitter page and everything.
Yeah.
For the Burning Truth, and to me, please, folks, give generously because it's all for a good cause.
It's making one lad's dreams come true. You know, I don't often get involved with charity because I am a firm believer that charity starts at home.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is, I remember when you told me about it, and admittedly, what was the first thing I turned around and said to you?
It's a good cause.
It's a good cause, and you know it's near and dear to you, and it's something I'm pretty sure that most people, you know, will be dear to them.
Yeah, you know, like I'm only doing one other charity event in the next 12 months. And that's actually for a group of disabled children next year. I'm going for the world record next year of most balls potted in 24 hours. So that's something that I've been working on. We're also working on a secret project. You will see reminiscence of, you'll see remnants of that popping up, I'd say by April, May time next year.
Potentially, yeah. But at the moment in time, we need to see how things currently are advancing ourselves. But, you know, we have got big plans and big ideas. But speaking of which, we're hoping, if we can, possibly having a guest on.
Yes. The man who tries to hang himself will be joining us. The man that had one job! One fucking job! And that was to get over the road without killing himself. Yes, Johnny Blaze, I'm speaking to you. You who had one job.
Kick him out while he's down.
He deserves to pour the girl.
Whoa. The difference is, I'll, you know, he will be here, you know, but we're not giving dates or times or whatever because of past guests. The difference is I'm sure he'll be turning up. He'll actually turn up because he's already asked me, you know, sort of, you know, meet up with him, and then, you know, we come to the studio and everything and get this all sorted.
Yes, our sound guys just pointed out that the Hall Within Us, Matthew Burns, next year is releasing some new merch.
That I will be.
Some poor soul's got to sell this thing.
Hi, Nate. Oh, sorry. Speak up, sound guy. Can't hear the great deals from you. Come on, let's hear them deals.
No, but you've got some new merch. It'll be organised for 2016. So you'll see that at a show near you. But no, so where can we catch the wild Matt Bernicus apart from McDonald's and Burger King?
I goddamn thought I was going to get away with that this week. Is it going to be only the Christmas week, the 1 week we have off, where I'm not going to be able to hear that? Oh wait, no, my mistake. You're probably going to call me up and get me with it, aren't you?
Well, I'm seeing the Burns family for Christmas this year, so you can't get away from me.
I wouldn't mind it, I didn't invite him either.
I'm more loved than you think.
The fact that...
I'll say hello to Kyle when I see him.
Not happening.
If you can get the set, I'll tattoo him.
I will kill you. And just so you know, folks, the sound guy isn't speaking. He's writing instead of speaking.
So where can we find Matt Burns?
At the morgue, disposing of the sound guy if he keeps this up.
So if anyone wants a position as a sound guy for Breaking the Fourth Wall, all you need to do is send your application to breakingthefourthwall@outlook.com.
Whoa.
Where the Americans can vet your application and then send it to the Burning Truth. Shoot a man while he's down. Or send it to Wrestling's Fourth Wall on Twaddle.
What I'm just going to say is... Snatch moment.
Snatch. Well, if they send it through, I might still be able to pick it up.
It'd be quite impressive.
Possibly.
But knowing our luck, we'll probably get a special letter documentation, if I'm not mistaken, as we've had before.
We have better computers now.
2, but I don't want to be on the run.
I'd love seeing you run. It'd be a rare occasion.
I do run.
He runs to the takeout. Actually, if you stick a salad in front of him, the bastard will run. So, you can find Matt Burns on Facebook at
Matt Burns UK.
Xbox.
Matt Burns.
Internet.
Regular. Whoa. I'm surprised I haven't gone for Twitter.
Saving it till last.
Okay. Internet, which is www.matt-burns.co.uk.
Which also has a merchandise stand on there if you weren't aware. You can find all your Big Bird essentials on there. Because of who the fuck wants a feather boa?
You kept asking for them.
I asked for hats.
You asked for feather boas.
Where else can we find
And if I'm not mistaken, I thought the turquoise one looked quite fetching on the sound guy as he smiled.
Do you have Instagram?
Wait. As I did one of his favourite moves, the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Do you have Instagram?
Not yet, but there is a possibility of Instagram, but don't know how the hell that'll get used.
And you can find him on Twitter at Matt the Bad Boy Burns.
And as always, seeing as as you've already dubbed at the start already, that I am the man that simply doesn't fuck off. You can always find me at The Burning Truth.
You can find me on Twitter at Wrestling's Fourth Wall.
That you can, which is actually
it's a podcast. It's tweeted before anyone gets excited.
Oh, he's got it! Nope, it's the podcast.
You can find me on Facebook at Nathan Goff, the Outlook account for The Burning Truth. Find me on Xbox at Alexander Owens. If anyone wants that explained, you can add me, and you might be lucky enough to have the story explained.
Well, that there is. And you can find the sound guy as... Oh, wait, he doesn't have any.
Dick the Dastardly Muttley Dog.
The Snickering Hound.
So that's it for us this week. The sound guy's about to get hit round the head. Oh, let's just sorted that out for this week. Right then, so that's that for this week. He's done well.
Stay down!
He's just touched up the tattoo. Actually, if you pass me that, I can have the first cover on air. Look, I've had to go referee as well. Count it! It's down! It's gone! Ah! Just like John Cena always kicks out at 2. What a cunt. Someone needs to go to the Shawn Michaels School of Refereeing.
Still won't work.
Right.
I've seen the blood in me.
So that's it. So that's it from us at the break. At The Burning Truth.
Stop trying to get us soon!
You can find us breaking up for the year nearly enough. So we will catch you next week.
Catch you next week, folks. Stay well, and as always, check out your local wrestling.
And merch stores.
That too.
And brothels and...
No. Don't go there. Just because you got your annual...
Confessionals are available at all good street corners.
Just ask Nathan Goff.
Does that ask Matt Burns and a young lady from A Christmas Night Out?
I have no idea what you're on about. Anyway, check you later. Be well.